Hi, I'm Hazel. It is almost Saturday, so it's time for a new vlog. Technically for me, like right now, it's not really almost Saturday. I'm recording this a day early because tomorrow, on Friday the 24th, I have an immigration-related appointment, and I don't know how long it's going to take. Sometimes with those things, they just get you in and out, and then sometimes you're just in line for all day. So I don't know what tomorrow's going to be like. In any case, I'm doing this now, and then it should go up on the normal time. Related to that, I am going to stream tomorrow. I'm just going to stream whenever I get home. If that's on time at 3 p.m., that's great. If that's not on time, then it's just going to be whenever I get home. I'm not going to miss 2 in a row. I do feel a bit bad about missing last week, but I had such a great time with my mom. We had a really lovely visit. We went shopping, we had pizza, we watched movies, we drank a lot of tea. It was really a nice time. What has happened this week? This morning, as in Thursday morning, so yesterday morning by the time you see this, there was a WoW Q&A on Twitch. They were talking about things like the new relics coming in 7.2. They were talking about legendary weapons and drop rates. They talked a bit about artifact power. And we got a little bit of new information, but nothing too world-ending. The one thing that really stuck out to me was that in 7.2, they said that your legendary drop rate is going to depend on how many usable legendaries you have for your current spec. So you know how you have a much better chance to get your first legendary than like your third? If I had, say, the Shadow Priest, Bracers, and Finger, which are both Shadow Priest specific legendaries, and then I switch my spec to Holy, the legendary system would consider me to have 0 legendaries because I'm in a spec where I do not currently have any usable legendaries, and I would get the same drop rate I would have for my first one. Whereas if I had, for example, Bracers and then one of the all classes legendaries, like the Neck, for example, it would then consider me to have 1. So that's something that's going to be new in 7.2. It currently does not work like that right now, but that should make it at least a little bit better for trying to get legendaries on alt specs. I still think they have such a long way to go if they want to make alt actually playable in Legion. I don't think that's really their goal. But if you're insistent on doing it, then it'll be at least a little tiny bit nicer. Another thing kind of related to that, they did say they're going to be doing another Q&A in a couple weeks. This one's going to be PvP focused, featuring our favorite Brian Halinka. After that, there's going to be an Esports 2017 announcement in like some amount of time after that Q&A. So that's really exciting. I hope that they answer a lot of good questions. I hope that we get a lot of insight into what's going on and where they're heading with PvP. It's very easy to feel like WoW PvP's kind of been forgotten about a little bit just because it is a very old esport and they've got this shiny new Overwatch, and then Heroes of the Storm's got a really healthy scene. It's very easy to sort of feel like WoW is just being left to die a little bit. And I'm very excited to get some encouragement that that is in fact not true. But we'll see what actually comes out during that Q&A. Speaking of PvP, there's rumors. I haven't heard anything official, but there have been rumors flying around that the end of Legion Season 2 is sort of approaching. They have not yet made an end of season announcement yet. Typically, they'll give you 2 weeks notice. That did not happen this last Tuesday, so maybe this upcoming Tuesday, people are kind of predicting that that announcement's going to be pretty soon. And yeah, after that, it would be Legion Season 3. So my thoughts on that are hopefully they actually get titles handed out in some sort of a timely fashion this time. They can't possibly screw it up that badly twice, right? And then I'm a little disappointed because I didn't get quite as far as I wanted to get this season, but at least I played. At least I'm going to get something, so that's fine. Also, 7.2 related, there's lots of information coming out on the PTR every time they do a new build. Throughout the next couple of weeks, my focus on videos, aside from all the normal stuff, is going to be looking into specific things coming in 7.2. So for example, they are redesigning the Paragon traits, that thing right now that you put like 50 points into that gives you like a 0.5% increase on your overall damage or whatever. Of course, that's being taken away in 7.2. That artifact power will be refunded. You can redistribute that into the extra ranks of existing traits. And then there's going to be a new Paragon trait called Concordance of the, I already forgot. But anyways, I'm going to do like a separate video sort of looking into what that is and how it differs from the one we have now. And then there's just a bunch of other new stuff coming on the PTR, and I'm going to be trying to take a look at each thing individually. And then as we get closer to the 7.2 release, which of course nobody knows when that is, but as we get closer to that, I'll try and sort of sum up what the most important things coming in the patch are and what you can expect from it. Completely random and not really related to WoW. I was thinking of doing in like a couple weeks, like a craft, not really a craft stream. So I got a couple new shirts, like this one. I got new shirts, and they're fine, but they're a little bit boxy on me. I have to usually size up shirts to make sure they're long enough because I'm a very long person, and I want to try and alter a couple of different pieces of clothing, and I figured that would be fun to do on stream. So hopefully somebody shows up that can tell me everything I'm doing wrong, or at least I can have some sympathy as I stab myself with a finger. But the thing is, I don't have a sewing machine. And I don't really plan on getting a sewing machine. I don't have a place for one. I don't have extra money to be buying a sewing machine. I'm gonna try and do it by hand. So I was thinking of maybe doing that on like a craft stream, like on Twitch. Is that a bad idea? Anyways, I'm curious about thoughts on that. If any of you have any background in sewing or hand altering your clothes, or would be interested in something like that, please let me know. Questions from this week. The Alex and Jinx show asked, my parents don't like that I play WoW. Is there a way that I can convince them that it's okay? So this is obviously, there's no like surefire way, short of like brainwashing, which I don't recommend, to convince anybody else of your viewpoint. Not just with WoW and your parents, but like with anything. If somebody is set in their beliefs about something and they're stubborn, there may be nothing you can do. You could say the most perfect things in the whole world and they won't change their mind. That's just people. Sometimes that happens. Having said that, the best way to go about showing your parents that it's okay to be playing WoW is to prove to them and sort of demonstrate that you can keep a healthy balance of all of the other things in your life. Like, don't forget about your friends, don't forget about your other hobbies, continue to go outside. You want to make sure you're keeping your grades up, you want to make sure you're getting enough sleep, you want to make sure that you're not neglecting other things that you're supposed to be doing in order to play WoW. And then once you've sort of shown them that it just fits into your schedule in a way that doesn't really mess up anything else, you just talk about how it is a way that you prefer to unwind and socialize online. It's like a healthy thing that you can do to get stress off your back. So that you can be more refreshed going into whatever it is that they really want you to be doing. There's a lot of ways that young people use to relieve stress, and I have to say, staying at home and playing WoW and talking with your friends is probably one of the healthier ones. As long as you are also getting things like exercise and your schoolwork done, there's really nothing wrong with playing some WoW. Keep a balance in your life and manage your expectations, because some people's minds just can't be changed. Anyways, that has been my week. If you have any questions you would like answered on a vlog, just leave them as questions on the most recent vlogs. I will do my best to be on Friday afternoon at the normal time. I might be late. Like I said, I have an appointment out in town. I don't know how long it's going to take, so I will stream whenever I get home. It's skirmish event, so we might do like some viewer skirmishes. Maybe we'll do some more pet battle PvP. There's a couple different options, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!